Let me go turn on slides. Hopefully y'all can see. Uh, I'm taking it that everyone's heard the news. That the time we live in, everyone must have heard the news um, about the Calabasas tragedy. Um, a lot of people I've never liked. I've been on social media for a while now, especially Instagram. I've been on that since 2012. So I've been on that a lot longer than 2011, 2012. I've been on that a lot longer than most people have. I've watched the changes, I've been on it 8, 9 years. I've never it's kind of a new thing, but I've never liked when someone passes and everyone is quick to post something about said person. I just don't think people give themselves time to grieve. It's more about let me put this out before anybody else says something, or I want to share my memory. I get that, and in a way, it's actually in a way that social media helping me. At the same time, when I got the news, I logged out of social media, and it's just all coming back now. Some I want to first send my condolences and my I don't want to send any of that, but I just want to send my love and my thoughts and my prayers. Just really just my love for the Bryan family. I want to send so much love to them. It's being an average Joe is like, they're okay. Hopefully they are okay financially. You know, I know they have a lot of people, a lot of Kobe's close friends around the family. Um, so I really just want to send love, love and a peace, that will go over them. You know, it's not easy right now. Definitely not going to be able to see it right now, but I just want to send love because as an average Joe, it's not much we can do. You can always already see that we're trying to change logos and just honor Kobe and his family in whatever way possible. Um, I just wanted to talk about three, four things. I didn't want to drag this video out, but just three, four things. Um, Send my love and prayers to the other families as well. I know Kobe is just a larger than life mogul, um, but there are other families suffering as well. And Altabelli's, I believe the Chesters, it was one of the coaches. I actually, when I saw that she was one of the victims of the tragedy as well, everything hurt. Sorry, I just want to send love, just love to all the families of the victims. Um, I wasn't gonna post anything on social media. I wasn't gonna write no damn paragraph for someone like Kobe. So it was best that I've spent like the last 2 days talking to an imaginary person, just telling this imaginary person the impact Kobe Bryant had in my life, being a father, what it taught me. I've been talking to this imaginary person, so that's why I'm doing this video right now, and I'm gonna put out this video. It's just because I sometimes forget I have you all, that I can talk to. So, just four things I wanted to talk about with Kobe. First off, this is just one of the things I admire, and one of the things that has had an impact on my life. I don't look for role models who are famous, you know. I don't look for role models that are celebrities. I don't look for role models just cuz of Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? Everyone thinks they have to have a role model who's an actor or a sports player or something like that. In the African American community, it's more so that a lot of our role models are entertainers or sports players. But at the same time, I'm not really subscribed to that. Like, my role models are close. My mom, my friends. I have a really really close friend circle. Not too many people in that circle. Those are my role models, you know. So I never really look for someone in Hollywood to be my role model. Um, what I learned on the day of the tragedy is that I really looked up to this man. I really looked up to this man. This man was my role model in more ways than one. This man was my role model. That week leading up to the incident, I was on a Kobe binge. I was interviews, you know, anything I saw Kobe on YouTube, I was clicking it. I was listening. Kobe was one of, if not the best, like one of my favorite people to just listen to. Just listen to. Just, hey, I can listen to them speak. I can listen to the intellect for hours, you know. And then of course the night before was basically all just Kobe, LeBron. But I Kobe just just one on my list. Kobe, you was my role model. Kobe, you are my role model. You'll forever be my role model. You're a father figure to me, man. When my father isn't directly in my life, and just seeing this man be a dad was just, it impacts me because I think about, like, what when I have kids, I don't really have an abundance of lessons to go off of. Oh, my dad did this when this situation happened, and use that to learn and apply it to my kids' life. So in a way, a lot of, like, not a lot, the few people I look up to or just learn from, I apply to my life. So when I have kids, maybe I can take these lessons that they did as because they were parents and apply it to my kids' life. You know what I'm saying? Just because I didn't have a father, I don't have a father directly. I have a dad, but not directly in my life. Really, just geographic wise, why he's not geographically wise, location wise, why he's not in my life. But Kobe, you're my role model, man. Um, Number two, I just wanted to talk about Gigi, you know, and what their relationship meant to me. I was I was one of the people that every time I'd see someone comment on social media that Kobe needs a boy or Kobe needs to have boys, I was always the one telling him, "Shut the fuck up, man." Like, Kobe's fine. I would always, my number one response would be, "Kobe's just fine with four daughters." I would always be thinking. I'd tell my cousins, "Isn't it something that one of the most perennial basketball players ever has four daughters? Four daughters. What a blessing, you know." And I just knew that his four kids are gonna get the world, no matter what they decide to do, you know. And he felt the same way. And I found it amazing that Gigi ended up taking the patch of the liking to basketball, and I was, I just couldn't wait. I couldn't wait. I wanted to see that manifestation of Kobe, because of Gigi, just take all the to take the 2 decades of educational wealth from her father and apply it to her own game. I was ready to just watch that just manifest, you know, just go from the caterpillar to a butterfly by the time she reached age where she could be drafted in the WNBA. And it ties into my third thing on my list, um, was Kobe's support for the women's side of sports. Just mainly basketball, yes, because we'd see them on the college and pro levels, just talking to the teammates, taking Gigi to the games. It resonated with me because a lot of my true subscribers know I try to cover. I haven't been doing a good job of it, but I had the passion for covering both sides of the ball. You know what I mean? Covering the women's side. I've never had a problem with women's side. I don't like, you see all the people making kitchen comments and sandwich comments on social media. It was never that for me. It's never that for me. I try to cover the women's side of soccer, women's side of tennis. I haven't really gotten into the women's side of basketball, but just knowing that person like Kobe, also is a huge proponent of the women's side of the game was just so reassuring to me and just so great, when a world where people just want to hate on the game, and the game is the game is the game, man. Different animals, same beast, and Kobe Bryant is one of your leading proponents for change, in the women's side of the game, and Gigi was gonna take that torch and run with it. Fuck a boy, man. Like what? Get that shit out of here. Who said Gigi couldn't carry the torch that Kobe lit? And that's why that shit hurt me so badly, man. Cause Gigi, I wanted to see Gigi fly high, man. I wanted to see what impact she would have on the game. You know. Number four is last thing on my list that I wanted to talk about, but I just don't think Kobe Bryant will get the praise that he should for just being an intellectual, for being one of the greatest humans to walk the earth. And I say that and I mean it. This is kind of half and half. I think Kobe's second stint, just at life after basketball, was going to be even greater than his life during basketball. I believe that, and I think that's part of the reason why over the years I've just started respecting him more, and why I was so locked into whatever, like the next thing he was doing, this interview, what business venture does he have, where is he taking Gigi? It's why I was so locked into, his second stint. I truly believe that his second act would be great. It would just trump the basketball. We'd probably forget that he has 5 championship rings. But no one's gonna praise him. I don't think too many people are praising him for being just one of the greatest humans ever. Man, you're going from 5 championships, a great, an illustrious NBA career. You leave in 2 years. What was it? A few months or years later, you're winning an Academy Award. Come on, man. If that doesn't show that you know what I mean? Who's doing that other than Kobe? Who's doing that? Who's leaving retirement to go win an Academy Award not more than 2 years after? You get what I'm saying? Like, he spoke multiple languages. He was an investor. He was such a role model, man, and he was probably one of the, if not the best role model this game has had. And me just being a basketball fan, just just losing an icon like that in this way, it fucks with me, man. It fucks with me. Not in this way, man. Just wanted to say to Kobe, to Gigi, to Bryant family, I fly high for life, forever. To the families as well, may you all fly high. Pray that you all, even the families, not just the brides, will never be forgotten. Pray that you all are in a better place now. That's really all I had to say.